I'm gonna try to go a different way further down on the property than where I just came from. But wasn't gonna support my weight.
Hi y'all. So I wanted to share a little bit of the backstory as to how we got to northern Michigan in a tiny house. This has been such a journey, and there's so much footage and so much to kind of share here. This is part one of who knows how many parts. But I wanted to start with how we wound up in this tiny house on this property. So starting in May 2022, we decided to visit northern Michigan. Rhett is from Michigan, and he had so many great things to say about northern Michigan, so I wanted to give it a shot. So we jumped in the van, went on a road trip. You can see us drinking our coffees synchronously here, and Rhett making margaritas as we are stopped for the night. I am making tacos. We wound up at a Red Cedar Shake cabin in Maple City, which is part of northern Michigan. And of course, things started to get weird. We immediately see Rhett taking off his shirt, throwing logs in the fire, pointing at things, socks with sandals, obviously, jumping rope together. I was very into jumping rope at the time. So here's us at the dunes. Wow, we're matching. Just noticed that. Not uncommon. At the beach, look how empty that beach is. It was so beautiful, and had a really great time. The dogs loved it, especially because they got to roam freely. Had too much cider at Tandem, so had to take a little nap with Gooey. Also went to Farm Club. We're like, wow, I can't believe this exists up here. This is awesome. And look at us all smiles, having a good time. We had such a great time on our trip that we decided to just see what was out there, see what was available. Maybe a small cabin, maybe a small piece of land. And we ended up working with an agent and finding this 10-acre parcel, which was right down the road from the red cabin that we stayed in on our trip. It was surrounded by conservancy land across the road, which meant nobody was going to build on it. It was also down the road from a really popular mountain biking trail system, which we both loved so much. So you can see Rhett here with his parents touring and walking the property just to kind of see if this was going to work for us or not. And everybody gave the green thumbs up, and I did from afar. And so we decided to move forward. I was so excited. I really wanted to go see it in person, obviously. So we took a road trip from Austin, and you could see here that I'm looking at it for the first time in person. I was so excited. We had I had found a builder, potential builder, and he walked the property with us, helped us figure out if there were buildable sites. For whatever we were deciding, we had a lot to kind of think about, and I had so many ideas. I was like, I'm going to start a farm. You can see how excited I was. I'm going to have, there were just so many ideas that were coming into my head about what we wanted to do. I knew it was going to take a lot of planning, a lot of time. And so after some thought, we decided to move forward. So this is kind of what we were thinking for the property overall. We had 10 acres to work with. We knew eventually we might want to build a small cabin, but for now we would probably start with a tiny house. So we needed space in the clearing for both, and we also wanted to make a very, very minimal as possible impact on the amount of trees that we had to take down. So we cleared a very small space in the overall parcel. So ended up moving forward with some excavation, and you can see kind of how we landed here.